Two of the three PSL championship games over at the United Center have been determined in the Squirt 10U division. It'll be the Ice Dogs and the Mammoth. That's 1v2 in the Squirt 10U. In the Pee Wee 12U, same deal. Number 1 seed Jaguars, number 2 seed Mission will play for the NIHL Blackhawks championship. And in the 14U, one spot still left to be filled. The number 1 seed Rockford Roadrunners advanced with a 2-0 series win over Dubuque. Here, the Blues and the Huskies get ready to play a winner-take-all Game 3. Good afternoon and welcome to the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills, Illinois, alongside my partner Eric Willowhite. I am Aaron Schellen, and these two teams, Eric, have played a couple of really close games here in the last couple of games. Last night, 22 seconds left.
Yeah.
The Blues forced to Game 3.
Yeah, Sebastian Krasnicki banked it off the back of Owen Stover to send the Blues into this third and winner go home game. It was quite the shot, and you mentioned it afterwards. It kind of had that Patrick Kane feel on that goal in the playoffs against the Flyers. That's exactly kind of how he reacted, and he was the only one who knew it went in, and then everyone reacted.
Yep, Krasnicki was the only one who knew it went in. He reacted before the horn sounded, and then the rest of his teammates joined in. So the Huskies come into this playoff series as the number 2 seed, 13-3-2 on the regular season. Twice as many goals for as against, 84-4, 42 against, while the Blues ended up in third place at 10-6-2, 57 goals, 50 against. They played 3 times during the regular season, and 2 of the 3 games went the way of the Huskies. The third matchup was a draw, so 2-0-1 during the regular season, but none of that matters here in the postseason. The Northern Illinois Hockey League is the largest youth hockey league in Illinois and one of the largest in the country. It is made up of over 50 travel hockey organizations. Almost all the clubs are from Illinois, with a few from Indiana, Iowa, Missouri, Michigan, and Wisconsin. This is the 54th season of play in the Northern Illinois Hockey League. The NIHL member organizations field Tier 2 travel teams that compete in the Squirt, Pee Wee, Bantam, and Midget age groups defined by USA Hockey. The league also offers all girls hockey divisions each season. NIHL partners with the Chicago Blackhawks to hold this NIHL Blackhawks tournament, along with the games next Sunday over at the UC. For more information about NIHL and its programs, please contact Bob Apter, the NIHL president, or visit the website at nihil.info. So on Friday night, it was a 4-2 Huskies victory. A couple of goals from defenseman Jack Simpson in that one. Last night, a 4-3 Blues victory. 2 goals for Jack Nahumik, and then that game-winning goal from Sebastian Krasnicki with 22 seconds left. Force the deciding Game 3 here today, and this is the 12th of 12, Eric. So this has been really a 48-hour window that has been filled to the brim with hockey for you and I. 12 games over the last 48 hours. It's been a lot of fun, but let's get through this one, and it's time for a break.
Yes, it is. We got to get ourselves rejuvenated for next Sunday at the United Center. But
that's right.
Yeah, but you're absolutely right, though. There's been a lot of exciting games. This series is, the ones that have gone 3 have been very exciting, obviously. And even the ones that were swept, some of them were close too. But I'm looking forward to this one as it went down to the wire yesterday.
Yeah, really the only series that I would say was lopsided was that 10U 1-4 between the Ice Dogs and the Jaguars.
Yeah.
That was 13-1 in favor of the Ice Dogs. But the 12U 1v4 Game 2 was an overtime winner for the Jaguars on a penalty shot.
Right.
And that followed up a 1-0 game. And then even in the Bantam 14U, that was a 2-game sweep from Rockford, but Dubuque held their own. They were tied at 2 going into the third period in that one, and last night they dropped a 4-0 decision to Rockford, but really they had some excellent scoring opportunities. They just couldn't beat the Rockford goalies. So we've seen some really good hockey here at the Glacier Ice Arena this weekend, and yeah, we got one more to go, and then we can drink some tea and take a break. But
it looks like we're going to have the same goaltenders as last night, Aaron.
Yep, Owen Stover getting the start for the Huskies for the 3rd straight game, and Lincoln Jacobowski for the 3rd straight game for the Blues as well. So the Huskies will continue in those powder blues with the dark navy blue stripes around the chest. Numbers in white, piped in that dark blue color on the other side. The Blues in their road blacks with the navy blue numbers, piped in white with the white names on the back. 15-minute periods. and let's play game 3. This is Krasnicki.
Oh, wow,
right
out of the gate.
off the bat, 7 seconds in, Krasnicki is tripped up, and the Blues will have themselves a power play.
There's no stopping 85. He's on a mission now. Gets the game winner yesterday, and he already draws a penalty.
Yeah, he's been right in the middle of everything here. He was in game 1, he had a 2 and 10, a hit from behind, went to the box for 2, and then a 10-minute misconduct, and then obviously the game winner last night, and 7 seconds in here, draws a penalty. So the faceoff will be to the left of Owen Stover. This will be Madden Taylor taking the draw for the Blues against Logan Dodson.
Kind of looking around, not exactly sure.
Penalty's not up on the board yet.
Oh, okay.
We have volunteers from each team that handle these for every game. So
they got the palms up right now in terms of trying to figure it out.
Yeah, palms up is never a good sign.
Yeah.
Palms up means I need help.
Yeah.
So while we're waiting, I just want to thank everybody here at the Glacier Ice Arena in Vernon Hills. They've done as always, I mean, we always get taken care of very well here at the Glacier Ice Arena. They have our setup for us, and the fans and everybody in attendance has been really understanding, and it's been a great experience here for Eric and I here over the last couple of days, and we hope that you have enjoyed our broadcasts here over these last couple of days as much as we've enjoyed bringing these broadcasts to you. That puck gets away from Cabot, excuse me.
Careful.
Yep. Cabot in that far corner will come out with the puck. He has a couple of goals in the series as well, 1 in each game. Dodson tips it in deep. Back to play it will be Taylor. Taylor will come out the far side, chipping it forward. Here's Cabot now across the blue line with it. Cabot stops the near half boards. Looks for Krasnicki, misses that pass. Simpson on it. Simpson up the boards and out. No icing. This will be played by Lucas Cabot again. 1 minute gone by. Taylor now up through center ice. Cross ice pass there. Here's a shot from Nahumik, whistling wide of that near post. Cabot back at the point, puts it towards the goal, deflects back to the end boards, backhanded into the Huskies bench by Lucas Peterson. So this will be an offensive zone draw for the Blues.
Yeah, Nahumik, as we've seen, he can really get some steam on those shots, and you saw that there just on that one attempt that went wide, but he can bring it.
He can hum it, they would say.
You're fair to say that.
Yes. Clearing attempt.
I will allow it.
You'll allow it. Yeah, see, we each get one of those.
Yes.
And that was mine.
Yep.
Up into the
Used
net.
it up early, though.
Yeah, I did, but that's okay. It was there.
Yeah.
It was there.
Gotta take it.
Gotta take it, right. Drawn out to the left here of Stover, or Bassick. Wins it forward. Huskies around the near boards. Not able to get it out. Winkler keeps it in. Back to the point. Hard shot from the point. Save made by Stover. Another opportunity. Here's a shot. Another save by Stover off Boucher. Boucher with a couple of opportunities. And now one-on-one the other direction. Here comes Lucas Nowak. Nowak takes it wide. Behind the net. Centering feed tipped up into the air, and the Blues will skate it out to center ice. Knocked down by Preisler. Now Winkler across the blue line. Winkler below the red line now on the backhand. Back to the point. Boucher with another shot, knocked down by Nowak. Nowak scales at the length of the ice, and that will be an icing with 1 second left on the power play. So good early kill here for the Huskies. This would have been a great opportunity for the Blues to pick up that first goal and take that momentum here in the early going. Instead, maybe that momentum shifts over to the Huskies with an early PK.
You had mentioned Boucher with a couple of chances there. That second one where he came in at the top of the far circle, would have liked to see him put a little air on it. Just kind of laid flat. It was an easy save for Stover.
Slung around the boards. Power play is up. Back to even strength. Here's Cabot. Cabot knocked away from him by JT Webb. Knocked down by Dodson. Dodson now on the near boards. Rolls it around to Beerbaum. Brody Beerbaum, a couple of goals in the series for the Huskies. Behind the net, Brody has it taken away. Stolen by Jensen, who loses it, and the Huskies will possess. Zielinski pushing it back into the near corner. Beerbomb pushed up against the boards and thrown out to center ice by the Blues. Simpson will be first one on it for the Huskies. Gains the red line off the half boards and into the defensive zone. Behind the net, Beerbomb up against the boards. Takes it again. Beerbomb now near half wall. Back to Peterson, who takes it deep. Peterson with the shot up in the air, and Jensen will come out of the pack with it. 1-on-2. Jensen just gains the red line, dumps, and goes for a change. Lucas Peterson for the Huskies, up to center ice. Taylor now into the offensive zone. Taylor with the shot off the post and out. Taylor with the tip attempt just wide of the near post. So Madden Taylor attacking both posts on that shift. Hits the far post on the initial shot. The second shot just goes wide of the near post. Here's Beerbomb. Back to the point, Peterson. Loads up, takes the shot. Beerbomb is there. The shot, the rebound, the score. Mason Hill cleans up the loose change. His first goal of the postseason, and the Huskies jump out ahead.
Yeah, it picked up that rebound, just laying out there on the other side and just able to sweep it in and put it behind Jakubowski for that 1-0 lead.
Nobody covering that backside, and right. Mason Hill came down there and had a wide open net. There was nobody guarding him. It's an easy goal for Mason, and the Huskies take that 1-0 lead. That first goal in this winner-take-all is always so important. Put towards the net by Minyard. In the first game, Mammoth picked up the first goal of the game. They went on to a 4-0 victory. Did Mission score the first goal in game 2? Or was it the Stallions?
Stallions scored in game 2?
Yeah.
It was the Stallions, I think.
The game that you just did over on the South Rank?
Game 3.
Yeah, game 3,
Mission was up 2-0.
Okay, so so both teams that scored first won their respective game 3s is kind of the point I was trying to get to there. But so the Huskies.
Sure what game you're going.
Yes, yes. So I meant game 2 today, not game 2 of the series.
Gotcha.
But yes.
Yeah, no, it was Mission as well.
So so again, those teams that the teams that have scored first here in the postseason have, or at least in these game 3, has won that game 3. So that bodes well for the Huskies here.
At least today.
Today, yes.
I know yesterday it didn't work out. I think for Mission yesterday because they were up, and then
they were up
Stallions
3-1 in
tied.
that game. Here's Nowak with the shot that deflects wide. But it's always easier to play with the lead.
Yes.
I mean, master the obvious here. Always easier to play with the lead than it is from behind. But
that's going to be in the book you're going to write.
Yes, it is. Yeah. If you score more points than your opponent, typically things go your way.
Right.
Huskies have one more point than the Blues at this point. It's 1-0 here. 9.5 left to go in the first. Puck deflects off of Tomcho. Tomcho and Zeffelhofer battle. Played there by Andrew Zeffelhofer, loses it. Simpson throws it directionally across the ice. Beerbomb whacks at it, but it's taken there by Madden Taylor. Taylor now into center ice, across the red line, taking it wide, gains the offensive zone, now down low. Taylor centering feed, looking for, that was Zapatka, but not able to finish. Now the puck's sitting in the crease, and it's swept away by the Huskies, and that should be an icing. So good counterattack by the Blues there after falling down 1-0. They're able to put together a pretty good shift and get a good opportunity on Owen Stover.
Yeah, they've definitely been getting some good looks to our right here, and Stover, holding up well. 7 shots to 3 in favor of the Blues so far.
Yeah, Stover has been facing some rubber. Don't forget the Blues had that early power play. But here comes Markham. Markham leaves it for Beerbomb. Beerbomb on the backhand puts it wide. Thomas Marcoon up against the boards. Solid forecheck. Blues now out to center ice. Taken away by Peterson, who throws it around to the near side. It'll come out to Brody Beerbomb. Beerbomb gaining the red line. Tries to backhand it forward. It can't. It's taken away by Urbasic. Urbasic, nice move to the outside. Scores! Wow! Brock Urbasic spun his defender around, and that was a roof job. It's 1-1.
Oh, you're not kidding.
What a great move by Brocker Bassick to create that little space, just a little jab step to the inside and then drove back outside. Blocker side high in that top corner, and we're tied at 1. Here comes Hill now. Backhanded around, played by Brunetti out to center ice. JT Webb will control it for the Huskies. Webb plays it underneath Boucher's stick, and the Blues will have to play it behind their own net. Zeffelhofer pops up in the air and kept in for the moment, and now out to center ice. Boucher has got Krasnicki with him. There's a shot off the blocker. That's a wicked wrister.
Yeah, that time he got some air on it. We talked about that before. He was able to get some elevation, forcing a tough save by Stover.
Walking forward with it now is Cameron Wilda, and flashing the leather is Jacobowski to make the save.
Good pace to this game, though.
Yeah, it is. Halfway through the first period here, 7 minutes, 40 seconds. You know, and we've talked about this a couple of times, especially in those game ones. These teams, all 6 games really, were played pretty close to the vest defensively early on, as teams didn't want to get behind early in game 1. But as they've gotten more comfortable with each other here through games 2 and game 3, you're seeing the games be a little bit more wide open in the early going.
Yeah. Showing the skill level for sure.
Huskies now try to work the puck towards the goal. They can. It's played here by Zeffelhofer out to center ice. Zielinski into the offensive zone for the Huskies. Over to the far side. Blues are able to get the puck out to center ice. They work it into the offensive zone now, taking it wide. Put towards the net, through the crease. And Ryan Zielinski will play it around to the near side now. Blues keep it in. In that far corner, Nowak tries to play it. He loses it. Now behind the net, Drakakis comes out the other side. Drakakis plays it forward. It's off the stick of Tomcho out to center ice. Zeffelhofer bangs at it. Back at the Huskies' blue line. Zeffelhofer again throws it right in on goal. Forcing Owen Stover to make the save with 6.5 left to go in the first.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Just kind of flip it over to Stover, see, if he has to make a reaction, he makes the save easily. But as we always say, never a bad idea, put puck on net.
Never a bad idea to put the puck on the net is right. Shots are 11-4 now in favor of the Blues. That shot deflects up into the air, up into the netting, so another offensive zone face-off here for the Chicago Blues. The winner of this game will go on to take on the Rockford Roadrunners on Sunday at 3 p.m. at the United Center. That games, I believe it's 9, 11, 1, 3, and 5, I believe, are the scheduled times over at the UC.
That is correct.
And we'll have all 6 of those games for you. You've got 10U, 12U, 14U, 2 different levels of junior college prep, 16U and 18U, and then the girls 16U and 19U.
Correct.
So a lot of hockey next Sunday, 6 games. It'll be myself, my partner Eric Willowite, potentially a third. We're unsure yet, but should be a lot of fun either way.
Yeah.
Dodson down the near side. He loses the puck. Drop pass there by Salerno. Blues on the counterattack. This should be an icing. It will be.
Get it and clear it. Seeing a lot of that here in the early going.
Yeah, and that's not a bad strategy. I mean, every mistake gets amplified in a kind of winner-take-all type game, winner-go-home scenario. So you always want to make the safe play. And if that safe play is just get the puck out of the zone and live to fight another day, that's what you do. Beerbaum puts it towards the goal. The bouncing puck cleared away by the Blues. Put in on net again and tipped up into the air by Dodson wide of the far post. Salerno and Taylor in the middle pinning Beerbaum against the boards. Taylor back to the point, and it squirts up over the stick of Zielinski. It's cleared back in by Dreisler. Zachary Preisler Up into center ice. And we'll have an icing here called on the Blues. Sorry about that. We had a quick bug with the camera, but we're back. All you missed was an icing. 4:57 left to go in the period. Shots are 13-6 in favor of the Blues here. Game 3, period 1, Huskies and Blues, the 2 versus 3. Webb from the point, backhanded wide of the net by Wilda. Huskies now play it off the back apron. Out to center ice with it, hopped up in the air. Krasnicki misplays it. And out the other direction, 3-on-2 for the Huskies if they hurry. Wilda tries to play it through, swept aside by Jakubowski. Puck over on the far side of the ice, Webb backhanding it deep. It'll be played there by Cabot. Cabot out to center ice, and that'll be another icing here on the Blues. You're right, Eric. A lot of get the puck and get it out for the Blues in their defensive zone here. That's the 4th or 5th icing we've seen here in the first period. And while it's good to clear the puck out of your zone, you got to be careful giving the opposition offensive zone draw after offensive zone draw.
Yeah, it's kind of like giving a team too many power plays. Eventually, it's going to come to bite you.
Right. In the near corner now, Blues have it. They work the puck up, Nowak. And that'll be an offsides.
Sort of a slog right now.
It really is, yeah. A couple of icings and an offsides. And, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, these teams are so evenly matched that I don't think, I mean, a lot of times if you have a team that maybe is a decided underdog, that kind of sloggy type play benefits the team that is kind of the underdog in that scenario. But when two teams are as evenly matched as these two teams are, I don't necessarily see an advantage one way or the other. But if you're a decided underdog playing a game that has a lot of whistles and is kind of choppy and doesn't allow that favored team to really kind of get any momentum offensively, it can be a good thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, we're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, tripping penalty called on the Huskies here, so the Blues will go back on the power play with another trip. They're going to trip at the very beginning of the period and a trip at the end of the period here on the Huskies.
Looks like Simpson.
Yep, that will be Jack Simpson, number 91, going to the box. Jack had 2 goals in game 1, including the empty netter that sort of sealed things for the Huskies in that first game.
So all 3 Jacks in this series have scored.
There you go.
You got Jack Minyard also scored for the Huskies, and then obviously
Mahomic.
Jack Mahomic
Had 2 yesterday. So there you go, folks. You want your kids to grow up to be hockey players? Name them Jack.
Yep.
Out from behind his own net comes Cabot. Over to Taylor, cross ice now. That's Salerno. Salerno, far faceoff dot, behind the net on the backhand now. Salerno, long strides, dropping it there for Nahumic. Nahumic back to Cabot. Cabot comes in between the dots, leaves it for Nahumic. Nahumic winds up the shot. I think that was a pass attempt. Looking for Salerno, but too much mustard on that one. Cabot eluding Beer Bomb, has to go all the way back into his zone to play it. Pass up underneath Salerno, kept in there by Dodson for the moment. Huskies work it out, and that'll be an icing.
That was a great, so far still a great penalty kill for the Huskies in spite of the icing.
Yeah, it has been. Huskies have done a nice job on the PK. Still have 1:04 to kill off on this penalty to Simpson. They were shorthanded 7 seconds into the game. They're able to keep the Blues off the board there. They scored first as Mason Hill would pick up a goal. Beer Bomb whacks at it, but it's played here by Zapatka. Zapatka throwing it forward. Brunetti takes it wide. Brunetti centers it on the backhand, but nobody there, and the Huskies are content to just flip it out to center ice. Smart flip there, not hard enough for it to be icing, but hard enough to be able to go get that change.
Yep.
Here's Preisler. Zachary up off the boards and out. Played by Andrew Boucher now for the Blues. Zapatka, nice touch pass to Urbasic, and Urbasic, the goal scorer, not able to corral it, and the Huskies clear it out. Out to center ice again, down to 13 seconds on the power play for the Blues. Minute 38 left in the period. Boucher stops there, spins around, hard pass, and right out of the box allows the Huskies to possess. Jensen will take it back for the Blues, though, and that'll be an offsides. So more choppy play here. Minute 24 left, another offsides call.
Yeah, early shots on goal favor the Blues, 13-8, but as you mentioned, they've had a couple power play opportunities. Not a whole lot, though, generated from this power play.
No, another good PK here for the Huskies. Cleared in by the Huskies. That'll be played by Salerno. Robert Salerno taking his time behind the net, puts that pass out to nobody in particular. It's stolen by Sean Furlong, bouncing in the slot area. Tomcho down low now. Huskies have it behind the net. Nowak has it taken away from him. It's tipped out, kept in there by Drakakis. Cleared it back in and close to an offsides, but no call. Blues played around the near side and out to center ice. Battling for that puck is Marcin Lulinski. Lulinski battling with Webb. That's a fight down there in the corner between 67 and 51. Castaneda clearing it in. Lulinski now with Nowak on his back. Webb comes over to help, pushes it behind the net. And do we have another penalty called here on the Huskies? Or is this going to go on the Blues?
I think it's Lulinski. Hit from behind, I think, is possibly the call. I'm not exactly sure on the signal I saw there.
Lulinski was fighting, was fighting all the way down the ice on that shift, and usually when you're that second person hitting, you're the one who gets caught. So
I think he might have got a misconduct.
I
as
saw
well.
the hands on the hips.
Yeah.
That's a misconduct, but
yeah. So
yeah,
he's got the 2 minute, the minor, and then 10 minutes for the misconduct.
Yeah, you see. Yeah, the Blues are going to send another player to the box here.
Yep.
So a hit from behind, going to the box will be.
And I think those are automatic 10 minutes that go along with them.
Yep. So 25 seconds left in the period. 2-minute power play here for the Huskies, and Lulinski will be out for 12. That's tipped away, so no icing. Maybe time for one more rush here for the Huskies. We're down to 10. Zielinski slowly up the ice. He's down to 8 seconds. He's got to hurry. Leaves it for Beerbaum right at the blue line, and that'll do it here for period number 1 as Beerbaum shoots it wide at the horn. So go to the second, still 1-1. The Chicago Blackhawks want to let you know that the Blackhawks are excited to host their 2024 summer camps at 4 locations throughout Chicagoland for kids ages 6 through 13. Additionally, they are proud to present their all-girls camp, Big Strides, designed for girls ages 12 to 18. Included in the 5-day camp, players will participate in 2 on-ice practices and 2 hours of off-ice activities each day. Full equipment and basic comprehension of skating is required. For more information and to register, please visit www.nhl.com/Blackhawks/amateur/hockey-camps. The Chicago Blackhawks are proud to sponsor the Northern Illinois Hockey League. Hawks fans, be sure to catch these upcoming games. Tuesday, February 13th, Vancouver comes to Chicago, 7:30 p.m. at on NBC Sports Chicago. Thursday, the 15th, the Blackhawks welcome in Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins, also at 7:30, also on NBC Sports Chicago. And then Saturday, the 17th, it'll be the Ottawa Senators at the UC, 2 p.m., NBC Sports Chicago. Don't miss the Chicago Blackhawks in action. So 13-8 shots on goal advantage for the Blues in that first period. Huskies will have a power play for the first minute 34 here of period 2.
Let's root for less whistles in this second
period.
period.
Let's get a little extended whistleless play. I kind of like the idea of that. Dodson and Taylor will take the draw here. Puck is cleared in.
Well, now that that's out of the way.
Here's a shorthanded shot. Out to the far side, played here by Taylor. Taylor finds Nahumik. Nahumik winds up the slap shot, but good stick work by Dodson to break that up. Cross ice pass, Beerbaum not able to play it cleanly, and Taylor now scoops it up for the Blues. Cleared into the offensive zone, and that will be an icing. So much for whistle-less play.
Yeah, that didn't take long, right?
No. 43 seconds into the period, 52 seconds left on the man advantage for the Huskies. Draw to the right here of Lincoln Jacobowski. It's won by the Blues. Behind the net, that's Urbasic. Taken away by the Huskies. In the near corner, shot in, hard shot from a bad angle as Gavin Drakakis. And the save is made by Jacobowski.
Well, we do know, especially after the game last night, bad angle shots still can go in, so.
Yeah, bad angle shots can be your friend.
Yeah.
Blues win the draw. Drakakis takes it, though, behind the net. Cabot back to the point, bounces over the stick of Furlong. Furlong now on the near side. Or excuse me, that's Preisler along the near side. He clears it in, or Bassick just bangs it around the boards, kept in over there. Shot towards the net, deflected over into the near corner. Thrown around and out. It's away from Jack Minyard, comes all the way down, and another icing. 7 seconds left. You're going to get your steps in just walking back and forth with this camera today.
I am, yeah. I'm going to go home and just spin around in a circle all night. Or right to left, left to right.
Yeah, you're just not doing full circles.
Yeah.
You're just doing like 180s. Yeah. Drawn out of the left here of Lincoln and Jacobowski. 7 seconds left on the power play. 13:30 left in the middle frame. And Dodson will take the draw here for the Huskies. It's won by Taylor. Salerno hard off the back glass. Krasnicki out to center ice, and the Huskies will possess, and that'll do it for the power play. Cleared back in, and that's an icing.
Icing it is. So I know you and I don't have a dog in the fight for the Super Bowl tonight, but any pick, who do you think's going to win? No score or anything, just who do you think the winner will be?
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. As a Patriots fan, that hurts my heart to say, but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I just think that organization they are the new Patriots right now.
I mean, in that AFC Championship game, they really kind of won it in Patriots fashion, right? They didn't have their A game. They didn't play their best game, and they somehow managed to still pull out the victory. Which means the 49ers will win by 20.
Because we're both wrong, right?
Right, yes.
I'm rooting for whatever squares I have today. So
there's that. That's,
Yeah.
I'm just rooting for a good buffet at my in-laws' house. That's what I'm rooting for.
That's even better. I like what you're thinking there.
Beerbaum able to shuffle it in on the backhand. Back to play it is Boucher around the near side. Beerbaum towards the net. Wilda tries to get his stick on it. But Boucher is there. The puck off of Boucher, and Boucher turns and fires it into the rafters.
Oh.
That was a dangerous play for the Blues, as that almost deflected off of Boucher's skates into his own net.
Yeah.
12 and a half now left to go. Fortunate bounce, though, for Andrew, and he wasted no time, literally launched that puck up into the rafters for a neutral zone draw. Nowak to take the face-off for the Huskies, wins it, backhands it in, but the Blues will possess here. Salerno, mishit on that pass, thrown in towards goal. Jacobowski deflects it wide. Blues now walk out to center ice. Simpson gets it right back, drops it for Nowak. Nowak sweeps it in, had some skating room, but instead dumped it in, and that gave the Blues a chance to play it. Nice play by Boucher off the back of the net to himself. Zielinski and Jensen, and there's another whistle.
All right. Boy, if you like icing, you've come to the right broadcast.
12 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second period, 1-1. Winner of this game will go to the UC next Sunday to take on the top seed Rockford Roadrunners. Nowak wins the draw back to Simpson, who clears it behind the net. Cabot pins it up against the boards. He's sandwiched there, but comes out with it. Cabot behind the net now with some space. Long ice pass. Knocked down Jensen into the offensive zone. Tapped away. And the Huskies the other direction. Nowak now gaining the red line. He'll dump it in. Hill behind the net for the Huskies. Huskies, Romeoville down in Canlan, one of the few rinks we didn't get a chance to go to this year.
We were there like, I don't know, 40 times last year it seemed like, and we didn't even hit them once.
Yeah, we spend a lot of time down at Canlan and Romeoville in our time doing this for NIHL, and not a single trip to Romeoville this year. We were at Canlan, just not in Romeoville.
We were in the West Dundee version for the girls All-Star games.
Yep. So yeah, just kind of strange, isn't it, the way it all worked out, that we spent so much time at that. Here's a steal, the shot by Marcoon, and that's knocked wide.
Well, the other thing with that is we had a lot of long-distance trips to places we've never been to. You were in that South Bend, the Irish's rink.
Yeah, we went to South Bend. We did a couple of trips down to Bloomington. We did a couple of trips up to Kenosha.
Yeah.
So we got to see some rinks and some teams that we hadn't seen before, which was pretty cool. My first stop at Johnny's Ice House West. Just last week. So.
And then Center Ice DuPage a couple times.
Yeah,
this season.
Another rink we had never been in. So. Yeah, just a different season, but it was fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely, seeing some new teams and some new rinks. I had a great time. Puck gets away from Peterson. It's cleared in. Out to center ice with it quickly is Preisler. Preisler takes the shot, deflects off the end glass. Beerbaum along the near boards through the crease. Beerbaum with the stick lift gets it back on his forehand. Beerbaum takes a two-hand shot to the mush for his effort. Steals it here. Beerbaum tries to control, scores! Brody Beerbaum somehow settles that puck down, Eric, and he fired that glove side, and the Huskies retake the lead.
Well, you mentioned he got a fistful from Boucher over there near the near boards, but then he bounced right off of that and found himself a soft spot, and he was right there for that loose puck and buried it past Jacobowski.
Yeah, giveaway by the Blues. Beerbaum, what was most impressive there is he was able to maintain his composure after taking that two-hand shot to the face. He stayed focused on what was at hand, which was the play, and ends up with a goal. Blues try to counterattack. That's swept aside easily by Owen Stover.
I think Beerbaum let off all his frustration on the glass celebration there.
Had that typical jumping up into the glass celebration. You're absolutely right. Here's a shot in, wide. Zapatka not able to play the puck, and out to center ice is Wilda. Cameron Wilda has it swept away from him. JT Webb playing it forward, taken away by Zapatka. Out to center ice. Zapatka with a nice feed to Nahumic. Nahumic the self-pass. There's nobody down there with him, though. Behind the net with it is Sean Furlong for Romeoville. The Huskies around the near side. Kept in by Zeffelhofer nicely, the shot. Blocker down. Bad angle. Puck bouncing around down low. This is Marco Castaneda losing it to Webb. Now Wilda out to center ice. Wilda has Minyard with him. That's sticked away by Jacobowski into the far corner, and it's played now by Andrew Zeffelhofer around the near side. Finds Castaneda. Castaneda whiffs on the pass a little bit, but still finds its way to Jensen. Tomcho with a nice back check, though. Trestle Tomcho. It's cleared in. 8.5 left in the second. Long pass up ahead, 18 to 81. Boucher to Castaneda. Castaneda clears it in as the line goes for a change. There's Jack Simpson now. Simpson the long pass looking for Drakakis, not able to connect. Winkler off the boards. Kresnicki now turns and fires it the length of the ice, and that should be an icing. It will.
So I want to go back to that goal by Beerbaum. On that particular shift, the prior shifts from the Huskies, they were doing a lot of dump and chase, right? That particular one, they carried it over the blue line, and then they were able to set up their offense there instead of like hoping to chase and get the puck. So expect to see a little more of that from the Huskies here.
That worked for him on that shift for sure. Here's Tomcho now in the far corner. Leaving it for Nowak. Nowak centers it, the shot. What a left pad save, another save. Brilliant saves by Jakubowski. The puck is now loose on by the far post. Huskies still whacking at it.
Wow.
Back at the point, Simpson puts it towards the net, and that's cleared out by the Blues. Saves of the game. If the Blues are able to come back and win this one, I want you to remember the 7:43 mark of the second period. Lincoln Jakubowski, that left pad, making 2 brilliant saves on the near post, keeping the Huskies off the board.
I need someone to give him a stick tap.
Absolutely.
Pad tap there.
Yeah.
Nothing coming. Well, come on, guys.
Couple of brilliant saves by Lincoln there. First one was great. Second one was even better. Behind the net, 7.5. 2 skaters to a side back there. Dodson tries to dig it out. He eventually gets it. Dodson backs his way out, backhanded to Simpson. Dobson gets it right back, pushes it around to the other side for Beerbaum. Brody on the forehand now, puts it towards the net. The bouncing puck cleared out, but not out of the zone. Zielinski towards the net. The save made by Jakubowski. That puck sitting in the blue paint area again. Thrown over to the near side, and a Blues stick goes flying. Here's a hard shot, save, backhand attempt. Jakubowski standing on his head right now for the Blues, keeping this game 2-1, up to 24 shots now for the Huskies. They had 8 when the first period was over.
That's a lot.
Yeah, this is a big offensive period here for the Huskies. Only 1 goal to show for it. And you can thank number 37 in black. Lincoln Jakubowski has been phenomenal here in period 2. Beerbaum pushes it up to center ice. Cabot will possess now for the Blues. And if the Blues can get one and get even, all the momentum swings. When your goalie stands on his head like that, and then you can come down at the other end and you can get the thing tie or take the lead, all of a sudden, things are looking good. That's popped up into the air, the save made by Stover. Beerbaum goes directional, looking for Dodson, not able to connect, or Bassick, who has the goal for the Blues today. Goes wide on Zielinski, takes it down low, centers it, deflects behind the net. 6 minutes left now in the second. Wilda goes cross ice for Zielinski. Zielinski gains the red line, and
he was heading for a change. He didn't even know the puck was coming, and then he had to lift up his head and dump it into the zone.
And still had the wherewithal, though, to gain that red line first and avoid the icing. Chrysler D to D, tipped in by Jack Minyard. Behind the net, Blues throw it around to the near side. Chrysler keeps it in. It's kicked out, and Krasnicki now out to center ice. Pass out in front of Jensen as he goes for a change, and that'll let Lucas Peterson play it. Peterson, the long pass to Wilda, 1-on-3. Wilda goes into the opposite corner, and he'll go for a change.
Wilda did a nice job just settling that puck down on that.
Here's Hill with the shot, and a glove save by Jakubowski, and Hill just throws his head to the sky. Lincoln Jakubowski has been outstanding here in period 2.
Really has. Hill was looking for his second tally of the game there, but Jakubowski with the quick glove and save.
Yep. He's an equal opportunity denier. He's used his pads, he's used his glove, used the blocker. Here's Webb now, and we got a whistle for something.
Oh, wow. The official was still over at the bench here. Looks they got a penalty. The referee dropped the puck. Oh, no, that's still the
10-minute misconduct, yeah. But the miscommunication by the officials as they were, one of them was over by the penalty box. So now we're ready to go.
Yeah.
Blues win the draw. Kept in over there by Furlong. Furlong taking it deep. Furlong below the red line. Furlong tries to skate through traffic. Nowak pushes it into the corner. This is Tomcho around to Drakakis. And now Taylor. Furlong gets it back at the far point, puts it towards the net. Here's a shot by Tomcho's knocked down. Webb has it stolen away by Krasnicki. Krasnicki with some speed down the far side, overskates it. Tomcho able to one-hand it out of the zone and forces the Blues to regroup. The long pass by Stover out to the neutral zone. Salerno overskates it. then he gets knocked down for his trouble, or Bassick is then knocked down by the Huskies. Huskies getting a little physical here in the second period. That's cleared the length of the ice. That will be an icing.
Offensive zone draw, probably what the Blues would like right now, get their offense set up.
Yeah, the ice really has been tilted here to our right for about the last 4 or 5 minutes of in-game play, really since the shift before Beerbaum scored. The Huskies have been putting some pressure on, and especially since Beerbaum scored, the Huskies really have turned it on at that point.
Well, looks like the coach for the Blues having a conversation with the official about what's taking place on the other end. A little disagreement.
There's always a disagreement.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a sport if a coach wasn't disagreeing with an official.
You are correct.
Face-off won by the Blues. The shot deflects wide of the near post. Cleared up by Zielinski and out. Here comes Beerbaum, 3-on-1. He's got Jensen with him on his right. Beerbaum stops. Beerbaum overskates it, but Webb is there. Fires the shot, and there's the last part of that equal opportunity denier as Jacobowski uses the blocker. A couple of whacks by Beerbaum. Jacobowski makes a couple more saves. Backhanded into the slot. Dodson, Beerbaum over on the far post.
You're not kidding about the physical play coming from the Huskies. That's really ramped up their efforts here.
20 shots on goal here in the second period for the Huskies, and Jacobowski stopped 19 of them. Blues just hard up off the boards, and it does come out to center ice.
Conversely, only 5 for the Blues.
Yep, this has been a second period dominated by the number 2 seed Huskies.
Yet it's still within reach for the Blues. They're only trailing by 1.
Yep. These two teams played a 4-2 game on Friday night. It was really a 3-2 game. Huskies scored a late empty net goal, so 2-goal game, but really a 1-goal game most of the way. And then last night, the Blues, with 22 seconds left, win the game 4-3. So 2 really tight games between the 2 and 3 seeds here, and another one here today. In and out of the glove of Stover, but he's able to dive on the loose puck and hold on for a whistle. 3 and change left to go. Stover making some equipment adjustments. Looks like that right pad needs to be retied. Oh, a skate needs to be retied. Yeah, you need those.
Those are kind of critical to a goalie and a skater.
Before the 10U game today, one of the players was coming out onto the ice and he had forgotten to take his blade protectors off. So he got onto the ice and immediately fell down, took one of the skate protectors off, forgot to take the second one off, fell down again, and then he was able to get up and get over to the bench.
This was during the game?
No, this was before the game, like as they were coming out for warm-ups.
Wow. That's rough. All right.
All right, we're ready to go. Stover got that right pad back on, got his skate tied.
Unofficial timeout for both teams, but we'll see if either team can take advantage of it.
Drawn out to the left of Owen Stover. It's won by the Huskies. They get it out to center ice. Wilda clearing it in, knocks the stick out of Castaneda's hand. It's stopped there by Jacobowski behind the net. Huskies put it towards the net. That puck's in the paint, and it's underneath the left leg of Jacobowski. And he somehow was able to fall on his belly and land on the puck.
Yeah, there was some moments of trepidation there for the Blues as he was behind the goal line. They had to scramble to get back. And as you mentioned, he was like down and out, but able to cover up.
Now, you don't see a lot of goalies playing the puck behind their net at this level.
No.
And that's why. That was almost turned into a goal for the Huskies. That's cleared out, and that'll be an icing. Up to 30 shots on goal, 22 in the period here for the Huskies.
Wow.
They have been on constant offense.
So it'll be interesting to see what that conversation is with the Blues and their players between the second and third period, because they're going to have to step it up. They cannot just sit back and have the Huskies dominate time of possession.
Right. I mean, they need another goal, so they're going to have to pick up that offense here at some point. This was 13-8 for the Blues at 1 point shots on goal. It's now 30-19 for the Huskies. Krasnicki winds up and rockets it wide. Battle right in front of the Blues bench, kept in by the Blues. Here's Taylor swept away from him as we're down to 2.5. Out in front, Kresnicki has it taken off his stick, and coming the other direction are the Huskies. Here's Dodson now. Dodson gains the blue line, goes around Cabot. Hard backhand in the crease. And Marcoon was there for the tip, but Thomas not able to get his stick in the way. So the Blues fired up the near boards. Hit from behind. I thought we might see a whistle on Marcoon, but nothing doing. There's a shot from Taylor, and the save is made by Stover, although struggled with the rebound. Only blue jerseys around him. Beerbaum puts that shot wide of the far post. This one's in. Here's a rebound attempt. Beerbaum has it. Beerbaum back to the point. Here's a shot from the point into Jacobowski, swept away on the backhand. A shot from Wilda Beerbaum right there, and it's knocked away. Out to center ice. Peterson, D to D. Pass stolen away. Blues have it in the offensive zone. Zapatka, or Bassick, is knocked away from the puck, and it's covered up by Stover.
Bassick, they had Boucher coming in, but he had to make a decision with the puck, and he just threw it on net, but Boucher was streaking in, looking for a pass.
Minute 15 left to go in the second period. 2-1 Huskies with the lead. Blues win it, put it in on Stover, and that hits him right in the Husky on the chest. Wide open hockey game, 32-22. Shots on goal advantage for the Huskies here through 2 periods.
That's with all the whistles.
Right, yeah. Back to the point, kept in over there. Another shot in, another save made by Stover. Hard outlet pass bounces over the stick of Boucher, no icing. Boucher will play it there. He's got Tomshow on his back. It's stolen away by Nowak. Comes out the other side, though, and Zeffelhofer will play it for the Blues. Zeffelhofer long pass to Zapatka, tries the one-touch pass. Furlong is there to take it for the Huskies, though. Furlong behind the net with 40 seconds. Off the skate of Zapatka, and fired into the Blues bench with 30 seconds left.
Got some coaches in the stands right now.
Always.
Yeah.
Always, always. So draw will come here to the left of Owen Stover, and I don't want to overlook the job that Owen's done. You know, we've talked about Lincoln Jacobowski down to our right, stopping 30 of 32 so far. Owen Stover, 22 out of 23. He's been really solid as well. Puck bounces down in the high slot. It's cleared out by the Huskies. Back to give chase will be Salerno into his own zone. Has Minyard on the forecheck. Up into center ice. Wilda back to his D. Simpson mishandles it, but is able to work it out to center ice. Wilda has it again. Wilda flipping it up to Minyard, not able to connect. Now Castaneda pushing it forward to Lulinski. Lulinski with 6 seconds, gets it back. Lulinski knocked down there, and the puck is behind the net, and that will do it for period number 2. 1 goal in that period scored by Brody Beerbaum, his 3rd of this series. And we go to the 3rd with the Huskies up 2-1.
Yeah, just a bevy of shots in that period from the Huskies, coming up with, 24
shots in that second period for the Huskies and 10 for the Blues. The regular season is now complete, obviously, and it is time for the NIHL Blackhawks tournament. 2 teams from this division, one being Rockford, the other one will be decided here in the 3rd period. We'll earn for the right to play for the championship at the UC on February 18th. Keep your eye on the NIHL.info website and the NIHL Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages for news about upcoming broadcasts of NIHL games. And we will be live streaming all 6 NIHL Blackhawks tournament championships being played at the UC, the home of the Blackhawks. Tune in right here on the Stream Sports Midwest YouTube channel. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to seeing these teams again in 7 days. We've seen some of these teams now 3 times in the last 48 hours, and we'll get them again on Sunday.
We'll get one of these teams after this game is over. Right now on the Huskies' advantage, but again, like I said, what will the Blues look like coming out into this 3rd period after they were kind of thoroughly outplayed, but only allowed the 1 goal in that 2nd period?
Yeah, you want to be able to lift up your goalie, right? You know,
Yep.
your goalie played well for you in that period. Now you want to get that equalizer for him. Owen Stover down to our right. Lincoln Jacobowski down to our left. Blues are ready. Huskies are not quite ready. This will be Logan Dodson on the draw. Wins it. But the Blues play it there, and they work it out to center ice. Hard pass, and looks like we're going to have an icing right off the bat here. We will.
Oh, Lord.
So 13 seconds into the period, the draw is going to come down to our left. To the left of the aforementioned Lincoln Jacobowski, who has stopped 30 out of 32 and has made some very, very difficult saves, especially in that second period. Dodson wins the draw. Beer bomb off the back glass. Played there by Cabot. Pushes it out to center ice. Simpson hops over his stick. Krasnicki now. Krasnicki from a bad angle centering feed. Nobody on the other end. Dodson loses it to Krasnicki. Centers it again, and the Huskies just flip it out to center ice, and that hits the rafters for another whistle.
That's a rather large beam. It's hard to get the puck through that beam.
Yeah, you got to have some mustard behind that to put it through that metal beam for sure, metal girding. So it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Blues yet again. 40 seconds into the period. Taylor wins the draw back to Boucher. Boucher, the hard shot. Nice right pad save made by Stover. Just deadens it and allows his defenseman to come and play the puck. Boucher not able to play it, and we'll have another icing.
And on that play, Furlong did a nice job of letting Stover see the puck, so he just backed off as that shot from Boucher came there. He just made sure he was out of the way, so it went and an easy save for Stover.
Taylor will win the draw, but it's played by Nowak. Nowak along to the far side. Huskies out to center ice, indirect pass looking for Tomcho, not able to connect. Furlong will play it behind his own net on the backhand. Comes around on the forehand now. Pushing it around the near side. Out to center ice. Puck takes a friendly bounce for Nowak, who takes it wide. Nowak with some speed, the shot wide. Tomcho, the hard slap shot, sticked aside by Jacobowski. Huskies play it now along the far half boards. Blues try to dig it out, they can't. Nowak pushing it deeper as this allows the Huskies to go for a change. Long indirect pass looking for Nahumik, not able to connect. Beerbomb sweeps it in on the backhand. Winkler. Nahumik now. Up to Jensen, who loses the puck. Right back the other way, Brody Beerbaum with an opportunity. Beerbaum in, the shot scores! Brody Beerbaum takes advantage of a bad line change by the Blues, picks up his second of the game, fourth of the series, and it's 3-1 Huskies.
Yeah, Beerbaum not to be denied there, just held onto that puck as long as he could and then found that far corner and putting it past Jacobowski for the 3-1 lead. That feels big, Aaron.
Feels really big, and again, just a bad line change by the Blues. They sent all 5 players off as the puck took a bounce right on the stick of Beerbaum, and Brody didn't miss. Glove side, top corner. His second goal of the game, and it's 3-1. Back the other direction, Jensen with the shot, deflects wide.
Still plenty of time, though, for the Blues. They get one, they'd be right back in it.
Simpson shoved down from behind, wants a call, nothing doing. Jensen has the puck. Back to the point. Cabot shoots it wide. Shot from the point deflects past the net off the stick of Zeffelhofer. Blues showing a little bit of life offensively here. Cabot with the hard shot, the bouncing puck. Stover keeps those pads closed. Cabot winds up the bomb, the save made off the right pad, cleared up and not out. Zeffelhofer towards the net, hits Nowak in front, another attempt.
Ooh.
Underneath the stick of Lulinski. Lulinski towards the net now, and this puck will be iced by the Huskies.
That's a good icing for the Huskies as the Blues were buzzing in the Huskies zone there, looking to cut into their 2-goal deficit. So
that good shift by the Blues, they desperately needed that after giving up that third goal. You need something positive offensively. They got it there. Now they just need to get one past Owen Stover. Urbasic wins it back to Winkler. Winkler on the near half boards now, centering feed. One time attempt by Urbasic, not able to connect. Urbasic keeps it in though. It's Brunetti thrown around to the near side, and Webb able to work it out to center ice, and it's punched back in for an offsides. Neutral zone face-off. Urbasic and Dodson. It's won by Dodson. Krasnicki goes up against Beerbaum in that corner. Beerbaum clears it in. It's deflected in, so no icing. Winkler with Webb hounding him. Able to play it from his knees. That was impressive play by Winkler there from his knees to work it out to center ice. But here's Beerbaum taken off of his stick. Urbasic 1-on-3. Urbasic taking it wide. Down low, Urbasic, the shot up into the body of Stover, rolls up, and
he's going to go, Beerbaum.
Yeah, Beerbaum's going to go for that, and he just even threw his hands up. He's like, what do you want me to do? I'm twice the size of the player I knocked over, but.
Well, maybe not knock him over.
Right, maybe not knock him over, so Brody Beerbaum will go to the penalty box here for 2 minutes for roughing, so the Blues will get an opportunity, and Urbasic coming down that near side, Eric, that was reminiscent of his first goal, except this time he didn't feign that inside move and then cut back out. He just took that deep. Oh, they're actually going to be sending Brunetti to the box as well. Okay. So
wow.
Brunetti in the box along with Beerbaum, and he does not like that at all, the matching penalties. And I didn't see what happened beforehand. All we saw was Beerbaum knocking down Brunetti after the whistle, but maybe Brunetti did something beforehand.
Yeah, if they saw something, fine. Like you said, I didn't see it myself. I saw the aftermath from Beerbaum. So something seemingly precipitated that. But that wipes out a power play opportunity for the Blues, who could use it. Either way, it's still going to be 5-on-5 hockey.
35-27 shots on goal advantage in favor of the Huskies. 3-1 where it matters. 2 goals by Brody Beerbaum, 1 by Mason Hill, and for the Blues, Brock Urbasic.
So roughing for Beerbaum, and
a hook. That what he is. That was the signal. That was the hooking signal.
Very rare to see a
hook and a rough. Usually it's rough and rough.
Rough and rough, right? Maybe where the hook was upset Beerbaum. Who knows? And you had mentioned earlier, before he scored his goal, how he was able to contain his emotions when Boucher had kind of, given him a face full. He found the soft spot and got a goal, and so he didn't react that time. That time he just.
This time he reacted.
Yeah, but both players went off the ice. Okay, we'll wait and see if we get both penalties up there.
Well, if it's 5-on-5, you shouldn't even put them up there. If they're matching penalties, there'd be no reason to put them up there.
I agree. That's why I'm not exactly sure, unless you're just trying to count the time down. But you shouldn't have, unless someone got an extra minor. But there were still 5 players aside. The officials are still talking it over in the box, so we'll see what finally happens here. But right now, there's only 1 penalty on the box, and it is to Beerbaum on the scoreboard, but again, Brunetti is in the box as well, so.
We'll see if they add number 7 for the Blues or if they leave it the way it is.
Yeah, so it's quite possible it's in. All right, now they took it down.
I was say they just took Beerbaum's penalty off the board, so I have to think this is just matching minors.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow, they put an extra okay, so maybe it's a hook.
So 4 and a 2 then, okay.
I think that's probably what we're looking at. So the hook will go on Brunetti, and then Beerbaum gets 2 + 2.
All right, so we should see the 2 for Brunetti coming up, as you said. Then we'll have 4 skaters aside for the first 2 minutes. Right. And then a 5-on-4 situation for the Blues, which they could desperately use right now.
Right, at least that's what we assume is going on. We'll know here in a minute, but
we still don't see the other penalty up, though.
Yeah, no, still nothing up there. So
I think
I'm not sure what Brunetti is doing in the box if there's not going to be anything up on the board.
There has to be, and I think that's what the
that's what they're talking about.
Officials talking about is they need to put an extra 2 on the board, or a 2 for Brunetti,
or kick him out of the box. One of the two.
Right,
if there's no penalty, he doesn't belong in the box. If he's in the penalty, if he's in the box, then something's got to go up.
There's still 5 skaters on the ice for the Huskies, so that can't be either. So
well, yeah, I mean, until you're told to send somebody off, may as well stick with 5.
Yeah. See if we can sneak it by the refs.
Well, they just took 4 minutes off the board, so who knows?
Okay.
Who knows how this is all going to play out? So 2 goes back up for Beerbaum.
I'll try and listen to the announcement while you get the call there to kind of figure out. 2's back up.
Yeah, 2 went back up.
And I did not see any misconduct signal this time.
No, me either.
But Brunetti definitely has something. What, we don't know. I think they are doing this wrong, though. It should be a 4 and 2. If they're just putting 2 up there and Brunetti has 2, it should be a 4 and 2. That's the right call.
Right.
The minors, the initial minors offset each other, and then the second minor is when the Blues would have the power play. Right now they have it set up as if it's just going to be a power play right off the gate.
Now Hill is in the box as well, so this might be a 2 and 10 on Beerbaum.
And then a 10 on Brunetti, but he's got to have a minor then too. I don't know. We'll have to wait until we hear the signal.
Yeah, at this point it's all speculation. They've had 2 up there, they've had 4 up there, they've had nothing up there. So
the scoreboard's more like an Etch-a-Sketch right now. It just keeps changing. And you see the Blues conversing there with Stover. Kind of like see that, just having a chat session with the opposing goalie. So where's your soft spot? Yeah. I'm going 5-hole on you. All right, whistle has sounded. Still 2 minutes on for Beerbaum.
And that's it. That's the only thing that's up on the board. So we'll wait and see what the official announcement is.
Brunetti in the box, and then, as you mentioned, Hill's there with him.
So it is a 5-on-4. Draws 1 back to Cabot. Cabot along the near half. Gets it back. Winds up, fires. Right pad save. Cleared out by the Huskies. That'll be an icing. We had 12 seconds of hockey there before a whistle.
I'm hoping we're getting an announcement, but nothing forthcoming there. They're probably still confused in that box.
And they just went, all right, let's just go with it.
All right.
At any rate, there are 2 Huskies in the box right now, so we assume Beerbaum got 2 and 10. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for that second skater in there.
They're both standing up, though.
Yeah. Here's a centering feed, and the save made by Stover. The one-timer from Taylor stoned. Cabot. Nahumick. Cabot again. Ovi's office. The shot knocked down in front by Simpson. Back to the point. Cabot. D to Nahumick. Nahumick winds up into the body. Gets another attempt wide of the far post. Dodson not able to clear it out. Kept in over there. Salerno on the far boards. Salerno backs off. Knocked away. And out with it is Gavin Drakakis. Drakakis the shot, the save, the cover by Jakubowski.
I don't know if he needed to cover, but he did. I guess better safe than sorry, but you're on a power play here. You don't want to have a defensive zone draw.
Yep, 51 seconds left on the penalty to Beerbaum. So when that 51 seconds expires, my guess is we'll see Hill come out of the box.
And then maybe Brunetti, we'll see.
Maybe.
He's standing
He's
up
standing
too,
as well, yeah. Jensen tries the self-pass. It's knocked down out to center ice. Winkler has it. Winkler has to wait for his line mates to clear. They do, or Bassick tries to snake through traffic. It's dropped there for Zapatka. Zapatka has it swept away. Along the near boards, Winkler keeps it in at the point. Settles the puck down. Walks in, they give him the shot. It's deflected, and Furlong dumps it to center. Boucher with 18 now on the power play. Kicks it to his stick. Poke checked away nicely by Tomcho. Tomcho the other direction. Winkler takes it away from him, though. Boucher again kicking it forward to Jensen. Jensen for Urbasic. Urbasic taking it wide. He's bumped off by Tomcho. Jensen down low gets smothered by Furlong, and there's going to be a penalty on Sean Furlong for the takedown. In honor of Super Bowl Sunday, Furlong's going to go for tackling here.
Yeah.
So Brunetti and Beerbaum are out of the...
Everyone's out.
So I don't have any idea what that was, but I have a feeling ultimately it was a double minor, or it was two separate penalties on Beerbaum, not necessarily a double minor, but two separate penalties. So it wouldn't go up there as a double minor.
Could be.
So they had a second skater out there just in case the goal was scored. So anyway, we're 5-2 again. Beerbaum's back out there.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it was a bench minor too. You never know.
Never know.
We'll never know, literally.
Literally, we'll never know. Cabot behind his net, down to 9 minutes. Plays it up ahead to Taylor. Now there's a penalty back up on the board.
That was
Furlong's,
Furlong,
right.
yeah.
Furlong went to the box for the tackle. Yes, right, exactly. Cabot is handled there by Dodson, gets it out to center ice. Krasnicki across the blue line, winds, shoots, and the headhunter is saved by Stover.
Stover coming up big here for the Huskies. He's going to have to down the stretch. 2-goal lead, however, for the Huskies, so they're in a good spot. Blues need one desperately.
Yeah, plenty of time still. 8:45 left to go in the third. Blues are on the power play. Cabot at the point. Back to the near half boards. Back to Cabot. Cabot tries to settle the puck down. That was up on edge, and it deflects up into the netting.
Was that JT Webb? No, that was Beerbaum throwing his body at the shot there, doing anything he can for his team.
So now we'll have a draw to the left of Stover. Cabot, his shot deflects out. There's Beerbaum again going down on his belly, and again down on his belly. Gets the outlet pass to Dodson. Dodson wasn't able to corral it, but Beerbaum diving all over the ice to break up passes and deflection. And there he is again, stealing the puck. Gains the red line, dumps it in. Brody Beerbaum, 4 goals in 3 games here for the Huskies.
Well, there's no MVPs in these series, but if there was, 3 in blue
would be on that list.
There, yeah.
Yep. Have an icing called here on the Blues with 42, or excuse me, on the Huskies with 42 seconds left on the power play for the Blues. 7:55 left to go in the game. Shots are 37-30 in favor of the Huskies. Draw will be to the left of Owen Stover. Urbasic will take the draw against, that looks like, well, Preissler's standing at the dot, but he's not going to take the draw. Tomcho?
Yeah,
Tomcho
I
on
think
the draw.
he just went to the bench to drop some equipment off.
Urbasic and Tomcho on the draw. It's won by Urbasic. Leaves it for Winkler. Winkler dances around Tomcho. Lelinski. Tomcho doing a nice job defending 3 different black jerseys. Not able to get it out. Pushed over to the far side to Winkler, but nobody there for the Blues. They do keep it in. Boucher winds up the bomb. And the save made by Stover.
He had a little room to come in a little bit closer. I know he wanted to get rid of the puck, though, because he had some black shirts crashing towards the net, but he did have a little more space if he wanted to.
Got all of it, but again, an open look there for Owen Stover, so not a difficult save made by Owen. Well, I say that. I couldn't do it. Not difficult for him.
Right, yes.
Those unscreened shots from the point tend to be pretty easy to save if you're a goaltender. Boucher has it now for the Blues. Tapping it ahead. Brunetti bumped into by Zielinski, or excuse me, Drakakis. Drakakis takes it away, dumps it in. Down to 9 seconds left on the power play. So Huskies have done a nice job again here on this PK. Blues into center ice with it. Taking it wide.
Excuse me.
Behind the net. There's a battle there. 3 black jerseys. They come out with it. Wraparound stuff attempt. Brunetti tucks it home. Brunetti coming out from behind the net, jams it inside the near post, and the Blues, just as the power play ends, get within a goal. It's 3-2.
Wow, we got ourselves a ball game here.
That was impressive by Blake Brunetti. 3-on-1 behind the net, so they attacked that Huskies defender behind the net, and Stover just not able to get to that near post. Just not able to get to that near post all that quickly, and that allowed Brunetti to tuck it home and get his team within a goal. So 3-2. 3-2 with 6:55 left to go. Taylor now into the offensive zone, and that's cleared up into the Huskies bench. Those shots are evening out again, 37-32 now.
So that's 9 shots for the Blues in this period and 5 for the Huskies.
Yep, Hill turns around, fires it cross ice.
And
an icing.
Right.
I'm going to do a montage. I'm going to go home after this game and I'm going to edit this video down to a montage of icings. And it's funny though, I mean, there's been a lot of, like the play that we've seen that hasn't been broken up by the icings and the offsides and whatnot. We've seen some very skilled play. I mean, these are 2 very evenly matched teams. It's been a fun 3-game series for sure. Cleared around the near side. Huskies able to work it out to center ice. Minyard dumping it in. Zeffelhofer will play it, runs into Wilda. Pass out, stolen away by Hill and cleared out by the Blues. Back to play, it'll be Sean Furlong. Furlong spins around on the backhand, now back to the forehand. Throws it around to Hill, but it's kept in at the point, and then it does score it out. Cabot not able to corral. Minyard a couple of whacks on the backhand, and Urbasic now out to center ice.
Ooh, they almost got caught in another change situation.
Yep, puck rolls up on edge, playing it behind the net. The Blues have it here as we're under 6. Stolen away there by Beerbaum. Right place, right time. Brody Beerbaum seemingly all the time. Beerbaum in the shot, and that was deflected wide. Beerbaum looking for the hat trick. That's one thing we haven't seen so far this weekend has been a hat trick. Seen a couple of 2-goal outbursts. One by this gentleman right here, number 19, Jack Nahumik. But that'll be an icing on the Blues.
Another icing for your edit video. If you do put that together, I want you to splice in the Kristen Ritter eye roll gif.
Okay.
That'll be perfect, like after each one.
And we'll see what the Huskies choose to do here down the stretch. I mean, 5:31. I mean, getting the puck out of your zone, obviously very, very important, but giving up defensive zone draws, not exactly what you want to be doing down the stretch. So
No.
we'll see if this strategy continues over the next 5.5.
It's bold.
And we're going to have a penalty called here on the Huskies as Lulinski is knocked down by Furlong. So Sean Furlong right back to the penalty box, and chance for the Blues to get it even on the man advantage.
Yeah, special teams are so important, and power play is late when you're trailing. In an elimination game, even more important.
Taylor, Krasnicki, Nahumik, Cabot, and Salerno out there for the Blues. We got some equipment on the ice.
I think those neck guards are...
It's Beerbaum leaving pieces of himself all over the ice.
Yeah.
Beerbaum, Dodson trying to get the plates of the other 2. Beerbaum, Dodson, looks like Nowak and Zielinski are your penalty killers for the Huskies. Cabot has it at the near point. The snapshot, the puck in the crease, and Stover covers up.
I'm not sure if
Krasnicki
got a piece of that one to tip it on to Stover, but either way, Stover covers up.
Krasnicki, a big target, number 85 in black.
Yep.
Again, one right back to Cabot. Cabot winds up with the slap shot this time. Salerno over on the far half boards. Cabot, wrist shot this time, deflected up into the air.
Beerbaum's doing a good job of pinching in, pressing on the point shots. They're not able to get a good, clean shot through each time. he's anticipating and then just really either getting a stick on it or forcing them to get off a quick shot that's really not on target.
Nowak there tries to throw it the length of the ice, didn't gain the red line, so it'll be another icing and an offensive zone draw here. Another win back to Cabot. Puck rolls up on edge, not able to settle it down, so he dumps it deep. Taylor back to Nahumik. Nahumik down deep. Krasnicki bumps into Zielinski. Taken away by the Blues, and Beerbaum just bangs it up off the glass out to center ice. Cabot cleared in by the Blues, behind the net, off the back glass. Zielinski pushes it around the far side. Here's a hard shot, and Stover makes the save. Taylor. Cabot now. Nahumik. Down to make the block is Zielinski. It's cleared into the body of Cabot. Dodson thought about challenging him, but thought better of it. Gets back defensively. Cabot across the blue line.
Stick handling around his own players.
Up over the top of the net, and Zielinski throws it into the netting, and we'll have an offensive zone draw here for the Blues again as we're under 4 minutes. So time's starting to become an issue here for the Blues. Down under 4, they trail by a goal. The winner here goes on to the United Center next Sunday to take on the Rockford Roadrunners. Punch their ticket with a 2-0 series sweep over the Dubuque Junior Saints. Minyard had Drakakis with him but decided to throw it in. 23 seconds left. Minyard now with Brunetti in the corner. Brunetti will play it behind the net. Brunetti scored the second goal of the game for the Blues. Gets around Drakakis into the offensive zone. Brunetti wide on the backhand, using that offhand to fend off Simpson.
Oh, he has a player at the point.
Yeah, trying to get it back to Boucher. He does. Boucher winds up the bomb wide of the post. Boucher wants it back, but the pass scoots off the stick of Salerno and forces Boucher to have to play it in the neutral zone.
We're all even now.
Power play is up. Salerno stick handles through traffic. It's cleared in by Nahumik. And out to center ice come the Huskies. 1-on-3. This is Beerbaum. Just backhands it in as we're under 3. He'll dump it in and go for a chase. Zeffelhofer along the near boards on the backhand. Battle right in front of the Blues faithful down here to our left. Webb hard off the boards, but it finds its way back to Zielinski, who plays it out to center ice. Tomcho off his stick, runs into Zeffelhofer. It's in the offensive zone, though, for the Huskies. Dodson throwing it around to the far side. Beerbaum going to be over there with Salerno. Beerbaum able to win the puck and try to pin it against the glass. He can't. 2:20 now. Webb down deep. Dodson behind the net. Over to the far side. Beerbaum fending off Jensen nicely and just fires it back the other way. Zeffelhofer now on the forehand, right back to Beerbaum. Beerbaum towards the goal this time, and the save is made by Jacobowski. I have been super, super impressed by Brody Beerbaum here today.
He's just been all over the ice, defensively, offensively, just making things happen. And he always seems to be in the right place, too.
Right place, right time.
Yeah.
Offensively, defensively, you said it, and the Blues are going to take a quick timeout here. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. So at what point, Eric, if you're the Blues, do you pull Lincoln Jacobowski as soon as you get into the offensive zone at this point, or do you wait till that 1 minute mark?
Maybe a minute and a half, you know. Obviously, it depends on where the puck is, but I'd say maybe a minute and a half just because it is win or go home, right?
Yep.
So you got to get the equalizer, otherwise your NIHL season is over.
2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Shots are 38-34 in favor of the Huskies. A couple of goals by Brody Beerbaum. He's got 4 in this 3-game series. Mason Hill with his first. On the other side, Brock Urbasic and Blake Brunetti, each picking up their first of the postseason for the Blues. So just to kind of give you an idea of what we're going to be looking at next Sunday, Squirt 10U Premier Select Championship will be the number 1 seed Vernon Hill Ice Dogs and the number 2 seed Mammoth. Ice Dogs advanced in 2. Mammoth took game 3 against Rockford 4-0 today. The Pee Wee 12U will see the 1 versus 2 as the number 1 seed Joliet Jaguars defeated the Ice Dogs in 2 games, while the girls' Mission 12U team took out the Stallions today 3-1 in game 3. So that'll be the 1 versus the 2, the Jaguars and Mission. And then, as I mentioned a little bit ago, Rockford takes out the 4-seed Dubuque in straight sets. So we are just now waiting on this one. 2 minutes and 4 seconds separate the Romeoville Huskies from a trip to the United Center and a chance at a championship. Draw will come to the left here of Jacobowski. It's won by the Huskies, but the puck's just sitting there. Miscommunication by the Huskies defense allows the Blues to work it out to center ice. Cabot playing it forward. Big hit. Webb running into, I think that's Krasnicki. Neither player goes down, and here comes Jacobowski, and we'll have a whistle and an offsides.
Thought there might have been an elbow by Webb there, but I think that went uncalled.
Yeah, Krasnicki is kind of bending over at the waist. I don't know, maybe if he took an elbow, yeah, he looks holding that neck, so he may have taken a forearm or an elbow to that neck. So the Blues getting ready to pull their goalie, but they only have 5 skaters on the ice. Coach is telling Lincoln Jacobowski to get back in net until we possess the puck. Minute 45. Draws one by Wilda. Backhanded into the defensive zone. Played there by Cabot. Cabot backhanding it around, and that's out to center ice. Nowak. Cabot, that puck is iced.
That's fortunate for the Blues, as you're going to see Jacobowski now is going to head over to the bench, so they'll be able to get an offensive zone draw and bring on the extra attacker.
Yeah, we talked about, you know, if the Huskies were going to continue this strategy of just getting it up and getting it out, and they do here, but in this case, you said it, Eric, Blues now with 6 skaters out there and an offensive zone draw and a clear face-off win back to Cabot. Cabot between the dots, the shot bounces up into the air, and the save is made by Stover. You saw a couple of Blues players, Eric, throw their arms up in the air, but Owen Stover was able to dive back and to his left and make the save.
Yeah, that one hopped up, seemed like was in the air for an eternity.
Nahumik, Cabot, right back to Nahumik. Nahumik on the near half. Centering feed into the feet of Taylor. Taylor was wide open, just not able to corral it. Cabot the shot in, and the glove save by Stover. Good grab there by Stover to keep that puck from continuing to move around the zone, and this is when you want those offensive zone draws.
You do. This is an exciting, boy, what an exciting finish here.
Yep, for sure.
Fitting for this division, right?
Yep, Nahumik back to Cabot. Cabot to space into the far corner. Taylor. D to D.
Boy.
Here we go. Puck is broken out, and there's Beerbaum. We talked about the hat trick, Eric. There it is. Brody Beerbaum picks up his 3rd, and the Huskies have taken a 2-goal lead. Beerbaum with his 3rd here in the 3rd period. He's got 5 goals in this 3-game series, and the Huskies, Eric, may have just punched that ticket.
Yeah.
We talk about right place, right time with Brody Beerbaum, and it's fitting that he's the one who potentially seals it for the Huskies here.
Now Jacobowski back in the net here on the draw. Down back to a 2-goal lead for the Huskies, and you're right, that might have cinched it for the Huskies.
We're under a minute. It's cleared in by the Blues. Huskies just turn and fire it down on Jacobowski. He has to play it, pushes it over into the corner. Nowak content to just throw it down deep. Coming out the near side, the Blues. Jensen, Castaneda, now back to Jensen across the red line as we're down to 30 seconds. Jensen in between the dots puts the shot into the feet of a Huskies skater, and the Huskies content to clear it out. And once again, all day they've been clearing it out, and it's been icing. These last 2 clear attempts have been right down on Jacobowski, eliminating that icing. Here's Jensen down to the final 10, and we got 1 more whistle. So
of course, why not?
We're right. So it looks like our 3 PSL matchups are confirmed. And Eric, they're all 1v2.
Yeah.
The number 1 seeds and the number 2 seeds will all advance. In the Squirt 10U, it'll be the Ice Dogs and Mammoth. And the Pee Wee, it'll be the 1 seed Jaguars, 2 seed Mission, and in the Bantam, it'll be the 1 seed Rockford Roadrunners and the 2 seed Romeoville Huskies. As the Huskies bounce back from that really devastating loss last night, giving up the game-winning goal with 22 seconds left, and a really impressive performance here by the Huskies. 41 shots on goal, and they beat the Blues by the final score of 4-2. And our PSL tournament games at the UC are all set. They're all 1v2, and Eric and I will have all 6 of those games for you next Sunday at the United Center. Well, this has been a fantastic 48 hours of hockey. Just had 72 hours of hockey, I guess. Great time here. 12 games at Glacier Ice Arena. Again, I want to thank everybody involved with the Vernon Hill Ice Dogs organization and all the people here that helped put this together, all the people from NIHL that helped us get set up and get organized here. And this was a lot of fun, and now I'm going to rest my throat for the next 6 days.
Me as well. We'll do that, and we'll see you next Sunday.
We'll see you next Sunday. Once again, your final score here in the Bantam 14U Game 3 final between the Blues and the Huskies. Huskies 4, Blues 2. We'll talk to you next Sunday at the UC, folks. Have a great rest of your weekend.